I'm standing at the free weight rack when I see her walk through the door. My ex-girlfriend, the one who dumped me 6 months ago because I was suffocating her, because I was holding her back. She's looking around, scanning faces. Her eyes lock onto mine. Maya notices first.
Is that?
Yeah. Maya's already moving toward her, professional but firm.
Can I help you?
My ex's voice cuts across the gym floor.
I need to talk to him.
Every head in the gym turns. I feel the weight of 40 sets of eyes. I walk over, keeping my voice low. There's nothing to talk about. Please don't come here again.
You can't just ignore me.
Her voice is rising.
We were together for a year.
And you ended it. I've moved on. You need to leave.
Moved on?
She's almost shouting now.
We made love. Every day you told me you'd never leave me.
Maya steps between us.
He's asking you to leave.
My ex rounds on her.
You don't even know him. I know him. We had something real.
We're done. This is harassment. Something breaks inside her. She switches tactics. Her voice breaks.
I can't sleep. I can't eat. I think about you constantly. If you don't talk to me, I don't know what I'll do.
2 gym staff members are approaching now.
I'm serious. I'll hurt myself. Is that what you want?
The entire gym has gone silent. Someone stopped mid-rep. A woman on the treadmill has her hand over her mouth. If you're having those thoughts, you need to call a crisis line. I can't help you. Please leave. One of the staff members speaks.
Ma'am, you need to go, or we're calling the police.
She's screaming now.
You're going to regret this. You think she's better than me? I'll make you remember.
They escort her out while she's still yelling. The glass door closes behind them. The muffled shouting continues outside for another minute before fading away. The gym is dead silent. Then, slowly, carefully, people go back to their workouts. Nobody looks at me directly, but I can feel the aftermath hanging in the air. Maya touches my arm.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. But I'm thinking about how we got here, how the woman screaming in the parking lot used to be someone I thought I'd marry. Let me back up. A year ago, I was a different person, 40 pounds heavier, comfortable in all the wrong ways. She used to comment on what I ate. Are you really going to have that? Little laugh, like it was a joke, like it wasn't a judgment. She'd suggest I dress differently. You'd look better in darker colors, more slimming. When I'd get upset about something at work, she'd sigh. You're being too sensitive again. I thought she was helping me. I thought she cared. Her best friend, let's call her Jess, was recently divorced and lived for the club scene. Every weekend, they'd be out. When I mentioned maybe I'd like to come along, she laughed. It's not really your vibe. Then the nights out became 3-4 times a week. I'd text asking when she'd be home. She'd respond with, "Stop being so clingy." I tried to give her space. I tried to be understanding. Then the video came out. A mutual friend posted it on their Instagram story. Just a fun night out, nothing malicious. But there she was, center frame in a club I'd never heard of, her and Jess dancing with random guys, kissing them, laughing, having the time of their lives. I watched it 3 times before I could breathe properly. When she came home the next morning, not night, I showed her.
It's nothing. Just having fun. God, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're so insecure.
We're in a relationship.
And? I'm not allowed to have fun. I'm not allowed to dance.
You kissed someone.
It didn't mean anything. This is why, you know what? I think we need to take a break.
My stomach dropped. What?
I can't do this anymore. You're suffocating me. You're holding me back. I need space to figure out who I am.
So you're breaking up with me because I got upset you made out with someone?
I'm breaking up with you because you're exhausting. Emotionally exhausting. I need someone who can handle me living my life.
She packed a bag. Most of her stuff was already at Jess's place anyway. She'd been staying there most nights. At the door, she paused.
You should work on yourself, get therapy or something. This isn't healthy.
Then she was gone.
The first week after the breakup was incredible. I moved the last of my stuff to Jess's place. Her apartment was bigger, nicer, closer to downtown, closer to everything.
Girl, you are glowing. This is what freedom looks like.
She was right. I felt lighter. No more guilty texts. No more "when are you coming home?" No more walking on eggshells around his feelings. We hit the clubs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday brunch with mimosas. Monday, I called in sick and we went day drinking. Every photo I posted got hundreds of likes. Comments flooded in. "You look so happy. He was totally holding you back. Your glow up era. Yes, queen." I screenshotted the best ones, sent them to Jess with heart emojis. I checked his profile obsessively that first week. He'd gone completely dark. No posts, no stories. His profile picture was still us together, which was kind of pathetic.
He's probably devastated. Can you imagine? He just lost the best thing that ever happened to him.
She was right. I'd given him a year of my life. A year I could have been out there, living, experiencing, meeting new people. I felt validated, vindicated, free. I told Jess on Thursday night, pre-gaming in her living room, "You know what? I should have done this months ago."
I've been saying, come on. Daniel's friend got us on the VIP list at that new place downtown.
Daniel. Jess had been talking about him all week. Some guy she'd met at her gym. Old money, she kept saying, like real wealth. I didn't think much about it then. I should have.
The next week, her Instagram exploded. Pictures of her at clubs, expensive restaurants, Jess's comments on every post, "Living your best life, you're glowing, freedom looks good on you." Our mutual friends were liking all of them. I deleted every social media app from my phone. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I'd lie awake replaying every conversation, wondering what I'd done wrong. One night, at 2 a.m, staring at the ceiling, I realized something. I was never going to get an explanation that made sense. I was never going to get closure. She wasn't going to come back and say she was wrong. So I could either lie here drowning in it, or I could do something, anything. The next morning, I joined a gym. The first session with Maya, I could barely finish a set without gasping. She didn't judge, didn't baby me either.
You'll get there. Just show up. That's the only rule.
So I showed up 5 times a week, then 6. I stopped going to hangouts where I might see her. I stopped asking mutual friends for updates. I meal prepped on Sundays, went to bed at 10, woke up at 6. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a transformation montage. It was just showing up every single day, even when I didn't want to, especially when I didn't want to. Around week 6, Maya said, "You're down 15 pounds. I didn't even know. I'd stopped weighing myself. It wasn't about the number anymore. It was about having something that was mine, something I controlled.
By week 6, things had shifted slightly. Jess was seeing someone. Some guy from her gym, not Daniel, someone else. She was still coming out with me, but not as often. Thursday and Friday, but not Saturday anymore. She texted, "Sorry, babe, he's taking me away for the weekend." I went out alone that Saturday. The club felt different without her. The guys who bought me drinks were fine, nice enough. But when they asked for my number, I gave them fake digits. In the ride home at 2 a.m, I scrolled through Instagram, posted a selfie from the club with the caption, "Living my best life." Jess liked it immediately. So did a bunch of our mutual friends. I checked his profile. Still dark. Still nothing. I told myself I was just curious, just checking in. It had been 6 weeks. Surely he was falling apart. I sent him a text. Just a simple, "Hope you're okay." The read receipt showed up immediately, then nothing, no response. I stared at my phone for 20 minutes. He'd read it, he'd seen it, and he had nothing to say. That stung more than I wanted to admit, but then Monday happened. I met Daniel. Jess had gotten us into the VIP section at this new rooftop lounge, the kind of place with a wait list and a dress code. That's where I saw him, mid-20s, designer everything, the kind of watch that cost more than my car.
That's Daniel. His dad owns half the commercial real estate downtown.
He was looking at me. He came over, introduced himself, bought our table a bottle of champagne that cost $400. He said simply, "You're beautiful. No games, no pickup lines." By the end of the night, he'd asked for my number, my real number. I floated home.
Week 8, a coworker said, "Man, you look good. What are you doing?" "Just training." By month 2, I'd stopped thinking about her every day. Then every other day. Then I'd go 3, 4 days without her crossing my mind. Then Maya asked if I wanted to try rock climbing. The climbing gym was different. New people, new challenge. Maya's friends were warm, welcoming. Nobody knew about my ex. Nobody treated me like I was fragile. I was just some guy who was learning to climb. One of them asked how I got into fitness. I mentioned a breakup, kept it brief. They nodded sympathetically and moved on. No pity, no probing questions. It felt like breathing. Midway through the second climbing session, I was taking a water break while Maya demonstrated technique to another newcomer across the gym. Behind her, maybe 15 feet away, another trainer was showing off. Big guy, doing overhead presses without a spotter. Too much weight. I could see it in his form. The bar slipped. It happened in slow motion, the 45-pound plate sliding off the end, tumbling backward, falling directly toward Maya's head. I moved, 3 steps, arm out, caught the plate 6 inches from her skull. The entire gym went silent. I set it down carefully, looked at the showing off trainer. Get a spotter. Turned back to Maya. "You okay?"
How did you even?
Saw it falling.
Thank you. Seriously.
The rest of the session, she kept glancing at me differently. At the end, she said, "Some of us go climbing on weekends. Outside climbing, not just gym. You should come." Yeah, I'd like that. Weekend climbing became a regular thing. Maya's friends became my friends. We'd grab food after, tell stories, laugh. I bought clothes that fit, not because someone told me to, because I wanted to.
Daniel moved fast. Dinner at restaurants I'd only seen on Instagram. Weekend trip to a beach resort. Designer bag delivered to my apartment with a note. Saw this and thought of you. Then the watch. He gave it to me over dinner at this place with a 6-month wait list. Pulled out the box casually, like it was nothing. Just a little something. It was a luxury brand. Mid-tier, but still. Easily $3,000. I posted the unboxing video immediately, feeling spoiled. The comments exploded. "Oh my God, you're living a dream. This is what you deserve. Upgrade of the century." Jess commented, "See? I told you better was out there." I screenshotted everything. Every comment. Every like. Our mutual friends were liking all my posts, which meant he was seeing them. He had to be seeing them. I imagine him scrolling through, seeing me in designer restaurants, seeing the watch, seeing Daniel's arm around me in stories. I imagined him dying inside. It felt good. It felt like vindication. Daniel kissed my forehead and said, "You're glowing. I love seeing you happy." I am happy. And I meant it. For 3 weeks, I meant it. Then week 4 hit. Daniel canceled our Tuesday dinner. "Work thing came up, babe. Rain check?" Then Thursday, "So sorry, something with my dad's company. I'll make it up to you." His texts came slower. Hours between responses instead of minutes. Friday night, I texted asking if he wanted to do something. Read receipt. No response. Saturday morning, I texted, "Hey, can we talk?" I called him immediately. He answered on the 4th ring. I said, trying to keep my voice light, "Hey, everything okay?" He said, Yeah. "Listen, I've just been thinking, maybe we should keep things casual. No pressure, you know?" My stomach dropped. Keep things casual? Daniel, you gave me a $3,000 watch. It's a gift. I like spoiling people I'm seeing. People? Plural? Silence on his end. Daniel, look, I thought we were on the same page here. We never had the what are we conversation. I like my freedom, you know? I felt something cold settling in my chest. You said I was special. You are. But I'm not looking to settle down. I'm 27. I want to enjoy my life. So what was this? Fun? I mean, it was fun, right? We had a good time. Had? I'm seeing someone else. Met her last week. I think it's going to be serious. The words didn't make sense. You're breaking up with me for someone you met a week ago? I mean, I wouldn't call it breaking up. We were just dating. You gave me a watch. And you can keep it. Seriously, it's yours. No hard feelings? I couldn't breathe. No hard feelings? Look, you're great, really. But I don't know, something about her. I'm sure you understand. I gotta go. Take care, okay? He hung up. I sat in my car outside his apartment building for 20 minutes before I could move. Then I called Jess. Voicemail. I texted, Daniel just dumped me. Can you talk? 4 hours later, oh no, babe, I'm so sorry. Stuck at his family thing all day. Can we talk tomorrow? Tomorrow came. No call. The day after, I texted again. Can we please talk? Sorry, babe. Work is insane. This weekend? The weekend came and went. Jess was busy. Always busy now. Jake this, Jake that. I was alone. I deleted the watch unboxing video. But the screenshots existed. Our mutual friends had shared them, commented on them. I'd made such a big deal about it. And now what? Post an update? Just kidding, he dumped me for someone younger. I couldn't, so I just stopped posting. I scrolled through my feed obsessively instead, looking for something, anything to make me feel better. That's when I found it. A mutual friend's story, a group photo from a weekend climbing trip, and there, in the background, barely noticeable, him. Leaner, better posture, better clothes, laughing, standing next to a woman, athletic, pretty, her hand on his arm. I zoomed in on his face. He looked happy, genuinely happy. And I realized while I was posting about designer watches from a guy who dumped me 3 weeks later, he was quietly becoming someone new, someone I didn't recognize. Panic started creeping in.
I was down 25 pounds now. Coworkers were noticing, commenting. At a birthday dinner for one of the climbers, someone asked about my weight loss, bad breakup, needed something to focus on. Been there, they said, and we moved on. Maya's hand brushed mine during dinner. Our eyes met. She didn't look away. The mutual friend who'd shown me her Instagram at lunch a few weeks back seemed surprised by my indifference when her name came up. She's dating some rich guy now, designer everything. Good for her. And I changed the subject. I meant it. There was no anger, no jealousy, just nothing. She was someone I used to know.
I created a fake Instagram account just to look, just to see if there were more photos. There were. Group climbing trips, dinners. Him in the background of stories, sometimes center frame. The woman appeared in more and more of them. Maya, I learned from tags. She was a personal trainer, successful, confident, the kind of woman who posted about fitness achievements and healthy recipes and hiking trips, the kind of woman I used to make fun of with Jess. I scrolled through her profile. She had a life, a real life, friends who commented genuine, supportive things, not just Yaz Queen, but actual conversations. I compared our profiles. Mine, club photos, sponsored posts for detox tea, living my best life captions that now felt hollow. Hers, rock climbing peaks, meal prep Sundays, pictures with friends where everyone looked genuinely happy. I looked at my last post, the watch video, 3 weeks old now. The comments felt different reading them now. Upgrade of the century. Was it though? I was alone in Jess's apartment. She'd moved in with Jake the week before. Gave me a month to find a new place. Nothing personal, babe, you understand. Daniel wasn't responding to my texts. Jess was too busy. The guys from the clubs had my fake number. I had nobody. I did something I knew I shouldn't. I called him.
He answered on the fourth ring. Hello?
Hey. My voice sounded small. I just wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. It's been a while.
Yeah, few months. Silence.
The words tumbled out. Maybe we could grab coffee sometime, catch up, as friends?
I don't think that's a good idea. I'm seeing someone now.
The words hit like cold water. Oh, I saw the picture, but I didn't think it was serious.
It is.
Another silence. This one hurt.
I hope things are good with you. Take care.
The line went dead. I sat there holding my phone. He wasn't angry. He wasn't cold. He was indifferent. I meant nothing to him. That hurt worse than anything.
After the call, I told Maya about it. How do you feel? Honestly, nothing. It's like talking to someone I used to work with 5 years ago.
Good.
We made things official that week. She posted a picture of us after a climbing session, both smiling, sweaty, happy. The comments were warm, genuine. Her friends welcomed me. Some of our mutual friends liked it. I didn't think about who might be seeing it. A mutual friend texted me a few days later. Hey man, she's been asking about you. Wanted to know if you're seeing anyone. What should I say? I stared at the message for a minute. Tell her the truth if she asks directly. I don't care either way. And I didn't.
I saw the relationship announcement through the fake account. Maya's post. Him in the photo, arms around her, both genuinely smiling. Not posed, not filtered, just happy. The caption, lucky me. His smile in that photo? I'd never seen him smile like that. Not with me, not once. I spent an hour scrolling through Maya's profile. Her real life, her actual achievements, her friends who seemed to genuinely like her. Then I did the math. The climbing gym photos started appearing in month 2, right when I was posting about Daniel. Which meant while I was bragging about designer watches from a guy who dumped me weeks later, he was already rebuilding. While I was performing for likes, he was actually living. I looked at my own profile. My last post was still the watch video from Daniel, 3 weeks old. The comments that once felt validating now felt like evidence of my stupidity. Everyone had seen me brag. Everyone would see that I'd gone silent right after. Everyone would know. I tried calling Jess. Voicemail. Texted. Response came 12 hours later. Girl, you need to move on. This isn't healthy. I typed back, you told me to leave him. You said he was holding me back. I was being supportive. But this obsession is too much. Please talk to someone. So now you're abandoning me too? No response. I found a therapist, went to one session. She asked what I was looking for in relationships. I couldn't answer. She asked why I'd left my ex. He was holding me back. From what? I didn't have an answer. She asked if I'd contacted him recently. I lied and said no, I didn't go back.
Maya met my family. My mom pulled me aside in the kitchen. She seems wonderful, and you seem like yourself again. I am. And I was. We talked about moving in together, started looking at apartments. I was 40 pounds down now. Different job, better pay. Life felt possible again.
I drove past his apartment one night just to see. His car was in the lot, light on in his window. I sat there for 45 minutes before I made myself leave. I started therapy again with a different therapist. What brings you here? I made a mistake. I left someone I shouldn't have left. And now he's moved on and I can't stop thinking about it. Why did you leave? My friend said I should. Said I could do better. Do you think you could? I looked at the designer bag Daniel had given me, still sitting in my closet with the tags on. I whispered, no. Have you told him this? He won't talk to me. Has he said that? He hung up when I called. He's seeing someone now. So he has moved on. Did you? When you were together, did it feel real? I thought about all the times I'd criticized him, controlled him, made him feel small. I said honestly, I don't know. Then maybe you need to work on understanding what you actually want before you can evaluate what you lost. I didn't go back to that therapist either. I sent him an email instead. His secondary email I remembered. Long paragraphs about what we had and making a mistake, and she doesn't know you like I do. I checked obsessively for a response. Nothing. 3 days later, I realized the email had been marked as spam. He hadn't even read it.
The emails started coming. Different accounts. Long messages about our relationship, about throwing things away, about how I'd promised her things. I marked them as spam. Showed Maya, this is escalating. I know. Then came the texts from random numbers. It's me. Please, I just need to explain. There's nothing to explain. Stop contacting me. Block. Another number. We made love every day. You told me you'd never leave. Why won't you talk to me? Block. Another number. If you don't respond, I don't know what I'll do. Block. A mutual friend called. This is awkward, but she's been asking people to pass messages. Please don't. I need everyone to respect that I don't want contact. Yeah, man, figured. Just a heads up. Then came the gym.
I knew which gym he went to. It was public information. Maya had tagged it in posts. I drove there after work, sat in the parking lot watching through the windows. There he was. I barely recognized him. Lean, confident, laughing with Maya, comfortable touching her, the kind of casual affection he used to try with me that I always pulled away from. You're too clingy, I used to say. Now he was giving that affection to someone else. I walked in before I could stop myself.
After the gym incident, the texts got worse. Different numbers. Dozens of them. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You're a coward. We can fix this. I'll kill myself tonight and it's your fault. I screenshotted everything. She created fake profiles. Messaged Maya. He's using you. He did this to me too. Maya showed me. We reported them. Then her friend called. Not Jess. Someone else. She's not okay. She's saying scary things. Maybe just talk to her once. If she's in danger, call 911. I can't be her support system. A note appeared on my windshield. Remember our first date? Remember what you promised me? You're killing me. I took a photo. Added it to the folder. Maya finally said it. You need to file a restraining order. That feels extreme. She threatened self-harm and showed up at your gym screaming. That's not extreme. That's documentation. She was right. The court date was quick. I brought everything. Text logs, emails, the gym incident report, security footage. The judge read through it, looked up at me. And you've asked her to stop contact multiple times? Yes, Your Honor. And she's continued despite those requests? Yes. Restraining order granted. 1 year, renewable. She's to have no contact with you, direct or indirect, no physical proximity within 500 feet. Violation results in immediate arrest. Just like that.
The restraining order papers were delivered at work. My boss called me into her office. Is everything okay? Yes, just personal stuff, but her face said she didn't believe me. I read through the paperwork in my car. 500 feet, no contact, direct or indirect, criminal consequences if I violated it. I tried calling Jess one more time. When she finally answered, I said, I got served a restraining order. Silence. Jess?
What did you do?
I went to his gym. I needed to talk to him.
You went to his gym? After he told you to leave him alone?
You don't understand.
No, you don't understand. This is insane. You need professional help. I can't be part of this.
You told me to leave him?
I told you to explore your options. I didn't tell you to stalk him. This is on you.
She hung up. I sat alone in my apartment that night, the one I'd had to rent after Jess moved in with Jake. Small, expensive, lonely. I opened Instagram, looked at my profile, last post 3 months ago, the watch video, the comments full of people celebrating my upgrade. Then I looked at his, still no personal profile, but Maya's page was full of him, their life, their friends, their happiness. I zoomed in on a recent photo, birthday dinner, him surrounded by people, Maya kissing his cheek while he laughed mid-conversation, his face, no trace of the insecure man I'd spent a year criticizing. He'd become someone. Without me, despite me, maybe because of losing me. I realized something sitting there. I'd had something real, and I'd thrown it away because Jess said I could do better. Daniel had been an illusion. 3 weeks of luxury before he dumped me for someone younger. Jess had moved on with her own life, didn't have time for my drama anymore. And him? He'd moved on too, but not with drama, with discipline, with quiet improvement. While I'd been performing for likes, he'd been actually living. And now I couldn't even apologize. The restraining order made sure of that. I'd destroyed it all myself.
A mutual friend mentioned seeing her at a coffee shop. She looked rough, man. I hope she gets help. And I meant it. No anger, no satisfaction, just genuine concern for another human being I no longer wanted in my life.
You're a good person. Not everyone would wish their harasser well.
I don't wish her harm. I just wish her away from me. We didn't talk about her again. Sometimes I get notifications. Restraining order violation attempted. She drove past my building, showed up at a restaurant she thought I'd be at. Each violation extends the order automatically. I don't engage. The legal system handles it.
I drove past his building again last week. I know I'm not supposed to. I know it adds time to the restraining order, but I couldn't help it. His car wasn't there, probably at Maya's place. I sat there for 10 minutes before making myself leave. The dating apps feel meaningless. Every match gets compared to him. They all come up short, not because he was perfect, but because he was real. And I destroyed it. I check his tagged photos sometimes. Through the fake account. I know I shouldn't. Last week there was a photo from someone's wedding. Him in a suit, Maya in a dress, both glowing. The caption, beautiful couple. In the photo, he's looking at her the way I always wanted someone to look at me, the way he used to look at me before I taught him to stop. I'm watching the life I could have had with a man I never appreciated from behind a legal barrier I created myself. Jess got married last month. I saw it on social media. I wasn't invited. Daniel is engaged to the girl he left me for. Saw the announcement. She's 23. Model, pretty. They look happy. I'm 31, alone in a studio apartment I can barely afford, watching everyone else move on with their lives. And him? He's thriving, not because he got revenge, not because he proved something, just because he chose himself when I wouldn't. That's the part that hurts most. He didn't fight for me, he didn't chase me, he just let me go, and became someone better in the empty space I left behind.
We're looking at apartments this weekend. Maya and me. Real ones. The kind you build a life in. I'm 50 pounds lighter than I was a year ago. Different job. Different friend group. Different life. Sometimes I think about the guy I was, lying awake at 2 in the morning, convinced he'd done something wrong. I want to tell him, you didn't do anything wrong, you just loved someone who couldn't love you back. That's not a failing, that's just what happened. And when it's over, you get to choose what comes next. I chose the gym, I chose showing up, I chose myself. Not because I wanted revenge, not because I wanted to prove something, just because I deserved better than lying awake hating myself. Last week, Maya asked if I ever think about her, sometimes, but not the way I used to, more like remembering a job I hated. Glad it ended.
No anger.
Not anymore. I'm just here now. And here is really good. And it is. She's still out there somewhere, still cycling through dating apps from what I hear, still missing what she threw away. But that's not my story anymore. This is. The justice, if you want to call it that, wasn't in her losing me. It was in me finding myself and realizing I was worth finding. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. Really. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever had to walk away from someone who couldn't see your value? How did you rebuild after? And, just for fun, let me know where in the world you're listening from and what time it is there. I love knowing the story is reaching people everywhere at all hours. Take care of yourselves. You deserve people who see you clearly. Until next time.